Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucklight here, and we're playing Final Fantasy III on the NES. And as you can see on my screen, I'm going to be going back to the beginning of the game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to the ancient ruins, where it is said that an ancient ship of supreme power is buried. A big old ship. But to get there, I need to find it. And I don't really remember where it is. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Here we go. The ancient cave. Well, the ancient ruins. Same thing. Cave, ruins. Alright, here we go. Now, if I remember correctly, there is plenty of annoying monsters here, but I think we'll be able to handle them. Okay. Something has gone wrong. I need to fix his weaponry, I guess. Looks like drain weapons don't work on undead, for obvious reasons. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Fortunately, it's the only spear I got, so... You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm not even going to be able to have any armor here, but... What are you going to do? I did not plan for such a phenomenon. So, I'll watch her blast these rocks away, and we'll continue on. Maybe I can find a weapon shop or something. Well, until then, I will punch with my fists. Even giant dragons. No worries. And honestly, that job-changing aspect of it really helps when you're in a bind like that. You're not stuck. And I'll punch their lights out. I'll at least try to. These guys seem to have a lot of hit points. There we go. Honestly, after this we're going to unlock the versatility and usefulness of a particular class that I personally enjoy. But honestly, this the Karateka is kind of my go-to now. Reflect armor. The only problem with the Karateka is... well, I'm gonna get ambushed every time now. But yeah, the only problem with the Karateka is the fact that their defenses are so low. Which is great if I can knock the enemies down before they hit me, but how many times does that happen? Alright. Now here's my question. If that place was blocked by these rocks, how did these guys get in? Oh, well, there's an inn. As we sleep with Grandma, we'll be soon rested and we can move on. Yeah, it always baffled me how there was a weapon shop after a blockade. It makes you wonder how they got in here. Yeah, unfortunately there's no weapons that I can really use for a dragoon. Sadly enough. Same thing with the armor. Let's see how good these are. Are they better than protect rings? The defense of 45? No, they're not. Gotta go with that vitality. Can he use it? No. Oh, you know what? I already had diamond rings. And I once again prove I'm not paying attention. Yeah, it is a new session for me, so things I should have been knowledgeable about, I'm suddenly not. But, no matter. Just move on here. Be ambushed by more and more dragons as I walk by. Alright, there is some treasure in each one of these doors, but I'm not sure if it's even useful. But nonetheless, I'm gonna grab it, see what we get. Because I think we finally kind of hit the point where we're not really gonna get something that's gonna really tip the scales for me in terms of attack power or defense until I hit the last area. When you get, like, the super weapons. And I use the term super loosely, it's really not that great. They're just, you know, the best weapons. Well, I guess I can equip this. As if the game knew I was going to have to switch. It has provided me with some armor. I'm not sure if these guys split. And by split, I mean... I think we've seen that in a previous episode where you hit it and it splits in half. And it looks like they don't. There are different versions of these that do split, so that's why I wasn't sure if these first ones do or not. Well, I guess they have the command to. Now, I'm unsure if I explained the whole dynamic of the split in a previous episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. I'm sure I'll probably talk about it again, because there's a cave of enemies full of these. What happens here is... Ouch, that was painful. What happens is they summon another version of themselves. And that version will have the same hit points as the ones that summoned it. So, say I have a monster with 100 hit points, and you hit it for 30. It calls a second one, and both of the enemies will have 70 hit points at that point. Make sense? So you can eventually burn them down, but I think the other caveat of these guys is they don't give that much experience. They give plenty of money. You know, the money value is not changed. It's still roughly where it should be in this area. But they give really no experience, and they're generally known to be a waste of time. Which is a damn shame. So I'm not gonna check real quick. To the next level, yeah. So, generally when you see these guys, they're not fun to deal with. But there is a class that uses a certain weapon that we haven't seen yet that can defeat these kind of enemies without them splitting. Now these ones don't split on every hit. They just, you know, use the ability, but enemies later in the game, there's one cave full of them that you hit them and they automatically split, and then still get their turn. There's a class that can deal with that, and they're called the Magic Knight in this one. In the remake, they're called, I believe, either the Dark Knight or the Samurai. I think it's Dark Knight. But they use the Dark Sword, which prevents the enemy from splitting on hit. So if you know, make 4 Dark Knights, you don't have to worry about splitting. But you still have to worry about the fact that they generally hit, you know, decent, and you're still getting terrible experience. So it's more of a pain in the butt, that cave, than anything else. But it does offer good treasure. So we will be exploring that cave, and I'll let you know when we hit it. I almost want to say that when I do hit it, you'll wish I didn't. Right, another ambush. That's what I needed. I think I will level immensely before I get there, just to make it a little bit quicker. But as for this cave, the only thing you really have to worry about is enemies splitting just on command, not by, you know, automatically. And then you have to worry about these guys, the zombie dragons. Gotta hand it to these 4 kids, though. I mean, fighting a dragon is no small feat in the material that this game was taken from. Not, well, Final Fantasy in itself, not just this one. Dungeons and Dragons, Lord of the Rings. Fighting a dragon is not easy task, so I gotta hand it to them. I'm gonna heal real quick. And that's the funny part. In games like Dungeons and Dragons, fighting a dragon is no easy feat. And a lot of people are like, come on, we need to go fight a dragon, because, you know, it's in the title of the game. Dungeons and Dragons. If that dragon is not kicking the ever-living crap out of the player characters, or the characters in your video game, you're doing something wrong. Especially if you play games like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, Dragon Age. Fighting a dragon is no easy feat, and it shouldn't be. But these guys are having no trouble fighting 2 dragons in a row. I also want to know how they fit in these hallways so easily. And here's the unfortunate part. Now I gotta fight them slowly because I've been back attacked. Well, that one's being petrified, so I'm gonna go after the other one. I don't know why I haven't been doing this. No, the petrified didn't work. Doesn't mean I can't keep trying, as I beat up the other one. Slowly beat up the other one. That one's done. Alright. I guess it was petrifying, but not enough for me to not punch it in its jaw. There we go. Took longer than I wanted it to, but things happen. Nice little river over here. More of these guys. We're actually almost done with this dungeon. There's just a few more kind of stupid hallways I have to deal with. But that will be traversed on the next episode. We're going to start hitting the points that dungeons are going to take multiple episodes. I think we've already kind of hit that point, but it's going to become more and more apparent now as we have to, you know, fight through the monsters and get to the end. But we're nearing the end. There's only a few more places we need to deal with until we start hitting the end game. So progress is being made, I guess is my point here. So either way, I hope you join me for the next episode where I'm going to deal with these off screen, but on the next episode we'll hit the end and we'll play with our new toy that we're getting. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I am going to enjoy playing with it. So, hope you join me for that. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, and have a good one.